It's not starting.
All right, Kayla. If you will scoot a little closer to Chad, if you can, just make sure you're close to the mic.
Yeah.
I'll scoot in.
So it picks you up.
Yeah.
Yes, spill my beer. All
I'm not
right.
touching these yet. Oh, come on now. Give me
No.
some more of this tea.
So since it's St. Patty's Day weekend is coming up, I got you guys, and then I got mine.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one providing them, and I am
got
the
the big
cooler.
cup though.
Cheers.
Oh, do a big cup.
What kind of shenanigans did you get?
And then I got Alex one. Alex has a shamrock on it.
Oh, since I spent all my days in Gallery. My late night drinking spot, Gallery.
Yeah, it says Happy Irish Day. Irish, I had a Miller Lite. Because
This is, speaking of, I'm going to forget this.
Wait, are we live?
we are
Oh,
live.
okay, gotcha.
I had a
We are
question.
Oh,
live.
never mind. Whoopsie.
I had a question for Chad before we even start.
Yeah.
Brave the Royals.
Yeah.
Still going or no?
Still a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my friend is an incredible musician in Gatlinburg. He actually books all the other musicians all over town. So the other night he was like, he's from Bali, and his name's Henry Bombat, great guy. So he's like, man, I need some new songs to play. You know, I'm getting tired. That's his kind of music. So I played a Dreamer for him.
Yeah.
He comes back next and he goes, it's one of the best songs I've heard in years. He's like, I couldn't stop listening to it. I was like, I know. It's unbelievable. So, anyways, I just wanted to say that.
All right, guys. Well, how are you doing?
I like it.
No, it's,
We are live. We are live
Hello.
at
Where are
one
we?
that's super close to us that we don't
We
get to
already
enough.
forgot.
Well, no, I didn't forget. I was trying to figure out whether to let you introduce where we're at when you introduce who you are.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Alex already kind of threw it up on his Facebook who we were going to have as a guest
Throwing up
today.
again right
But before we do any throwing up, let's number one say any music you hear is not ours. We do not own it. It's the ambient sounds of the brewery, including cars and motorcycles that happen to drive by as well. We do not own those vehicles, or we'd
yet.
be driving them.
Yeah.
So,
Not yet.
I'm Chris, Kayla, Alex on the end, and our guest.
Hello, I'm Chad.
Just Chad?
Just Chad.
Just Chad? That's all you're going to do, Chad?
We'll do Chad Grennan.
All
I
right.
like that.
Chad
Yeah.
Grennan.
Yeah.
Chad Grennan. We got Chad on the show because he is the bassist for one of our favorite bands in Knoxville. We've been talking about it for a long time, getting him on the show. Between Alex and me, we've been talking about it for over a year.
Yeah.
And
You're hard to get him. You're all over the world.
he is very busy, but we tried to keep it a secret from Kayla.
Well, I don't know. Taylor would.
Yeah, Taylor ruined that. But Kayla loves 10 years. Like, she loves 10 years. And we had been telling her, oh, yeah, we're friends with Chad, and he's out here at the Cigar Social,
Yeah,
and we're going to have him on. And
I'd go to the cigar social and be like, hey, Chad just got here after I left.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, though, when Taylor introduced us, I don't know how, when, where, we were Facebook friends the entire time.
yeah, well, he even knew it, though.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
did,
funnier
yeah.
part, because he goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're Facebook
I have
friends.
no idea when that happened. I'm so sorry.
No worries. I was probably like, well, following the podcast.
That's
okay,
exactly
everybody.
it.
Yeah.
Typically, I'll say, do they follow him? Do they follow
Yeah.
you? Typically, if they follow him, I'm, who is this?
Yeah.
Might have just-
Wait, that is rude.
Well,
What? I don't let a lot of people on my page. I screen my page pretty
You
tight.
Wants to be on your Facebook.
No, there's a lot. I literally have a cache on my page like this long of people. They think they want to be on my page. They don't really. They think they want to be friends with me on social media. They don't generally.
That's why he's just strictly on the Waking Up at the Brewery page.
I'm on that. Well, I did start Knox Beer Nerd as a separate one, so I can be friends with all of those people. And
So that's you sitting in my queue. Okay.
yes, that's me.
Okay.
It is actually me. So it was weird. My stepmom had sent me a friend request from another name that was also similar to her name, and I was like, I'm questioning anytime I'm already friends with somebody and I get a friend request, because that happens all the time, somebody duplicating an account. And I was like, so I reached out to her, I was like, did you create a new account? She's like, yeah, I did, it was some new thing. Well, then I hit accept, and then it said, "Oh, so Kay has created this new thing, and you can too. And here's how." And I was like, "I don't know why I need to."
I think it just makes
but
more room for people to control catfishing.
it definitely helps me. Like I said, because I'm associated with people like Alex.
Catfishing.
Oh,
Because if you
Butternut.
I can't hear down here. It's so far.
Butternut. But yeah, so I created it so I can add all of those friends that normally I wouldn't have on my personal page. But anyway, I put that out there because I thought that was very funny.
I don't even look at
What are we drinking, guys?
Whatever you made me drink.
I did not make you drink anything. It's just the first beer I had when I got here. It is a Thai tea milkshake IPA
Yep.
on Nitro.
Nitro?
Nitro. It's gorgeous in color, by the way. It is a beautiful beer.
It looks
It
great.
is on Nitro. It is not for everybody. It is more of a West Coast style milkshake IPA. It is clear as glass, so it's really hoppy, but it also has that
I like the color.
Thai tea note to it. And you should see the sun go through that thing. It lights up the table like orange. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous beer. Chad, what are you drinking?
I've got the chaotic neutral that you cannot see because I have the mug.
Because he's
Because I'm
special.
cool.
He's special.
Is that this year's mug? That's not the one coming out, or is
No,
it
this is a mug that happened because I broke my original mug. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It had a mug
We
casualty.
had that one made in 1974.
Yeah. No, Cat did a run of mugs, and this one was like an odd shape.
It literally, it's
Yeah.
even the logos.
Just
off
kind
printed.
of, yeah, it's just interesting. But it doesn't fit on the glass cleaner, so like, yeah,
Oh.
they couldn't sell it. So, well, I just broke mine, so can I buy it?
We're gonna shatter this one.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So he has another one. Kayla, what are you drinking?
The Earl Grey.
Oh, she likes that
I
one.
do
That's
like
actually
Earl.
one of
I really-
Alex's favorites.
I really wanted the pickle beer, but it wasn't on.
That was the beer that got me started with Crafty.
Yeah, yeah.
Kathy
This
Wolf.
one was?
Yeah? Nice.
She
Yeah.
brought me literally right here.
Kayla's favorite beer that Crafty does is the pickle beer. And it also mixes great with a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
We have done that as well. I am drinking the same thing you are. It's an ordinary English bitter.
Yeah.
Um,
Standard bitter. Just a.
Which is, I mean, the color on it is great. You guys couldn't see that in Chad's mug, but it really is great. Andrew Holt, our bartender for today, formerly of Orange Hat notoriety, poured our beverages today, and not only was Chad drinking it, but he recommended, he said, if you want a glass full of flavor, don't worry about the ABV because it is at 2.8. It's an all-day drinker.
All
Is it
day.
really?
Yeah, it's 2.8 ABV.
Oh.
And I said, are you trying to tell me that I'm an alcoholic and I need less alcohol? And he's like, I'm trying to tell you, if you want a lot of flavor, that's the one you need. It's a honey and ginger bitter.
Yep.
So
Interesting.
I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, I'm gonna do a disclaimer today. Any
Yeah?
music you may hear is just ambient sound that might be a car driving by listening to.
Wait,
Did you just listen to me do that?
We already
Yeah,
did.
it sparked a memory.
I can't hear down there.
He unlocked
At
the
his
he's
door.
gonna yell at Alex.
At his
We
age.
need to focus more. Yes.
What?
Well, we.
Alex!
I was on my phone promoting, so gosh.
Good job, Alex.
Good job.
Thanks for the social media. Oh, it's that beer. It's what did it.
Is it that, or is it
We're gonna blame
that?
the beer.
Is it that, or is that he normally likes to have a Miller Lite? Because apparently that's what his St. Patty's Day
He's
is.
setting you up for failure.
Oh my, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
He set you up.
You knew I was going to. He had that. He just didn't see because I only showed him the backside, which there's nothing on.
You showed him the backside.
Yeah. Well, Alex likes looking at the backside.
I'd rather have seen your backside. Than just go right there.
Don't try to drink out of that. No, no, waste it. No,
Don't waste
no.
it.
You'll spill, and I don't want to.
You know
The
he's
dog
gonna
can't
do
have
it.
alcohol.
Yep.
You know he's gonna do it. Just do it.
We
Get
got
it over
time.
with.
It's not a green beer, but it looks green in my green glass.
All right, pass your necklace now.
No,
Doesn't give me nearly enough. I can get a bigger sip.
Yep.
that's
So-
just been sitting good now.
What's
Not
your
enough
point?
alcohol in
Hey,
here.
I'm the
Killing
one
it.
down here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the one down here.
Except
sipping
me.
tea. Yeah, send that down to me.
We got two teas happening.
We do. Mine's
What are you drinking?
Earl
Earl
Grey.
Grey.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You'd think they have a passion for tea here. because they've done a black tea pale ale as well.
I'm getting
which was
Earl
really
Grey
good.
next.
Now, is this one of your favorite spots?
It is my favorite
Is
spot.
it
Like
your favorite?
the favorite spot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything in particular about it that draws you here out of any of the others in particular, or just around Knoxville in general?
Honestly, the vibe of the place in like 2015 was perfect. It was like just this dirty little corner bar
Yeah,
thing.
when
that-
they first opened up.
Yeah,
Dirt
it was
floor.
scrappy. It was,
In fact, they didn't even have all these tables.
Yeah.
Really. They had a few scant tables, but it literally was, you're walking into somebody that had opened up a warehouse door
Yeah.
and said, I'm going to put a brewery here.
yeah, and they did.
Huh?
Hey, there's Carl. Hey, buddy. Hey, Carl.
Carl's pretending like we weren't here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, cameras.
Kayla has left the scene to check on Kiri's eating Cheerios.
But yeah, the vibe of the place, just a dirty little.
Yeah.
They focused on the beer, which was perfect.
Yeah.
They didn't spend any money on the wrong things,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yeah.
And then they were able to stay, and then you
Well,
get this,
one of the things.
and 2 other locations.
Yeah. Well, one of the
Have you been
things
to
that
those? Yeah.
that brought us here, I mean, we were already coming here, but we really fell in love with them during COVID.
Yeah.
So everything got shut down during COVID. I mean, shut down hard, and there was a lot of breweries affected by it, and there was a lot that adapted. Crafty adapted the best, but one of the things that me and Kayla said from the beginning that when this happened, we're going to still support these businesses.
Yes.
Because they really need it, and we were doing.
And we were out of beer.
Yeah, we couldn't get it
Yeah.
home, so.
Well, we were
Whoever's got it.
we were doing what was called Thirsty Thursday.
No,
because
it
there
was
was
New Brew Thursday.
no, it was
That was a badge on it.
it was. Oh, that's right. It was New Brew, something we hadn't had, and it was on Untapped. So we were doing that to check in on Untapped and have a New Brew.
Yes.
And we could call on the way home, place an order for a couple of growlers. They would put them in a basket out front. We would drive up, let them know that we're here. They'd come out, put them in the basket. We'd go grab them. And we just found several really great beers they were doing, and we could support a local brewery. And we were like, this is really cool. We're getting our Untapped checked in. We're supporting local business
Keeping
and
the
having
money
some
local.
great beers.
Yes.
And they were always on point with something every Thursday with something new that we hadn't had.
Yep.
So we just fell in love with it even more then. So, and of course, Aaron. I love the way Aaron brews.
Yeah.
Because Aaron is a former bartender. So his inspiration comes from making cocktails. And when he would make these cocktails, when he started making beer, he's like, I want to make beer like cocktails. I want to find those same curious, interesting flavors and then make beers out of them. And he's done fantastic at it. So
Yep. And he keeps hiring good people too.
yeah.
He does.
Always a good thing.
Yeah.
Every spot.
Yes.
Oh. Not biased or
Weston,
anything.
Weston does love it.
Wait, which West? Just kidding.
The sun.
Wait,
Well,
No, it was funny. We went to did you go to his birthday party? Were you
No,
there?
I was
you
not
needed
there.
to make it. Wah, wah.
oh yeah.
But Alex,
Probably on tour.
Alex got so hammered he told the other Weston it was his favorite son.
in front of his real son, he told the other Weston he was his favorite son.
You're not my real
That's not
dad.
exactly the way I said it, but okay, everybody
It-
took it wrong.
In your head, it sounded so much different. Out of your mouth, it was absolutely the opposite.
That night, everything in my head sounded so much different than what came
Well,
out.
that also brings us to a new segment we're doing. Alex tells a story. Alex has a great story. Alex gets mixed up a few times in life. You want to tell him about how you met? Do you want to tell how you met Chad, and then tell about getting to go to
The wedding,
a wedding or a couple of weddings?
a couple weddings.
2 weddings and a funeral.
So we met, gosh, it's been almost 14 years?
Yikes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
13, 14
13,
years
14
ago.
years.
At Side Splitters Comedy Club.
Oh,
So I was doing a show there one night. I was brand new to comedy too. I hadn't been doing it long, and they had hired your band at the time to play like in the after.
Oh, after party, after show thing.
The lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're here, set up in the corner. Go for it.
And I was a single dad at that point. That's before I met Jenny. So I had the ability to get hammered quite often.
Fortunately, we've never seen that.
Chad and I, we hit it off that night for some reason. Like we were just like, oh, cool, you know. We had a good time, and I don't remember what happened, but I drank a lot, and then I went out to the parking lot. I don't know, to smoke a cigarette or what, and I did one of those things where you're standing and you start side stumbling and you can't stop yourself. They found me at the dumpster, like I was up against the dumpster.
Cartoons the whole way.
Did you get to witness this?
No,
Like he
was
like somebody gave him the hook and he's literally being pulled in that direction.
Oh my
They'll
God.
just let anybody drink here nowadays, won't they?
Off camera, you can't see our wonderful little guest that joined us, but now you came through. I hollered at her earlier. But she got
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I didn't see it.
It's because you're hateful and you ignore me. But
No, that's
I'm just
not
kidding.
what it
She's
was.
not hateful at all.
I was going to eat foods with Kyle and Joel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How you doing?
Tired. Yeah. I worked big at Potchkey, so I had to be at work at 6 a.m.
If you want to see her pour you a beer, you're still pouring beers at D-Hop?
I am. I'll be there all day on Thursday.
So there you
Come
go.
around and you're live on camera right now. If you want to
Your
say,
voice is-
Hey, it's too late now.
Yep. You've been spotted.
They technically probably saw me walk up behind you guys.
You're like one of those random people that just walks under our show and just starts talking. We're doing it.
Well, she was going to.
It's like we're in the middle of something.
She was going to do Mystery Science Theater 3000 commentary.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
that
was.
time that woman handed me a dog and she's like, hold this. Just walked into the brewery and we were on the camera and I was like,
Oh, we knew that.
No, it was here.
Oh, it
no,
was
it was in Maryville.
Yeah, it was the mayor.
Oh, it was. It was.
No, I was thinking about that little other dog that we had at camp.
No.
My foster dog?
Yeah.
Yes, that.
No, it was at what was formerly was
Blackberry?
Yes.
Blackberry Farm
Yeah.
in downtown. Now it's Peaceful Side.
Peaceful side.
Yes.
Good.
I think her name was.
Yeah, I'll be there all day on Thursday.
Well, the dog's name was Molly.
Oh, yeah.
I can remember the dog's
It was
name.
Finally got time
Yes.
holding it for her and I had to pass it around. I was like, what was
Hey, here, you take this dog.
It's like,
It
here's
was
a dog.
It was
Somebody
very
take this dog.
Well, the funny thing is the dog's name was Molly, and it was being passed around on 420 while
Oh, that wasn't for
Molly.
show, was it?
we were doing the show on 420, and then Molly showed up and got passed around. So.
It's because of the dog.
It was.
But yeah, and that's how I met Chad.
I'd love to hear
At the
your
dumpster.
perspective on this, though. So you didn't get to see him fall.
Yeah.
No.
Were you just as drunk as he was that night?
Very
No,
much.
he was,
Okay.
well, he wasn't. He was playing them.
So, not bad.
After you play,
Fair.
not while you're playing.
Yeah, Alex learned that.
Yeah.
That's not what you want.
Yeah, no.
I might have been performing that night.
Well,
But yeah,
there
that-
were people laughing at you, but it wasn't because of the jokes you were telling. It was about you literally being out to the dumpster sideways.
Yeah.
Hey,
Alex was describing that those kind of drunk falls with him stumbling to the side.
I mean, I've almost seen him do that.
Yeah.
I went a long
Too
way.
many stones.
I can still, like, it's like 13 years ago, and I can still
Yeah.
remember it. And I'm like, I remember it. And I was like conscious going, I can't stop. Boom. And then I woke up and
Was it because you had too many Miller Lights?
Oh.
no, back then it was probably Corona. That was way before my craft.
Oh.
Which, like I said, started here with the old
Look at that.
Kathy.
Full circle.
Keep plugging Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy's great.
Loves Kathy.
Yeah.
What?
All right, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay.
Bye
I'm
bye.
very
Very
tired.
good to see you.
I've been awake since 6 a.m.
Love you very
Bacon
much.
away.
Did you say bacon?
So, is there any days we can find you?
I love bacon.
Yeah, Thursdays I'm always
like
at like I'm always speaking.
I had bacon this
Thursdays.
morning.
Okay. Very, very cool. We've not done that yet.
For having
We
a
want to
bacon.
check out the speakeasy.
In fact,
Hopefully my smoke.
I was
will
offended
fix by this
because
one, because we have a smoke bowl fast.
my wife
Okay.
makes
Very, very
half
exciting.
packs of bacon in the mornings.
I'm trying to say that.
I drank that whole thing.
You did.
So proud of you.
What did Andrew serve you?
It was Christmas.
It was the Thai tea.
Oh, that was good.
Told you.
Like it?
I love all the beers. I really do. It's just not mine.
Not your cup of
Just be glad
Not your cup of
I
tea.
wouldn't. If it wasn't.
Not his
Well, I don't,
cup of
I don't
Thai
like Thai tea
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So am I going to like a Thai tea beer? Probably not. But
Could have been
Yeah.
worse. It could have been a pickle beer.
I love a pickle.
That's her favorite.
That's my favorite.
I love it.
I miss it.
I do too.
I told Carl I'm not baking him any bread until he makes
That's
me
right.
more
That's
pickle.
Yeah, there's another half.
That's a fair deal.
another
though.
half of the story.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So, was
I'll
that
leave
last
before I
year?
get soaked
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
Love you very much.
Last year.
See, I'm getting old.
Last
My
April.
online people.
Last April. So last April, Jeannie and I get all dressed up to go out for a night at Chad and his wonderful wife Aaron's wedding, and there was that. I don't know if you want me to say where it was at or.
Standard.
It's at Standard, but
great.
which is also owned by the Jackson, same company as
Right.
Jackson Terminal, the Standard, and they're not far from each other at all.
Okay.
They're like on the same street. Just
You can look at
Yeah,
each
you
other's
can
front
see it.
porch.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
it was my fault because I got confused on which one it was at.
Were you drunk?
So, not yet.
On his way.
Yeah.
He probably pre-gamed.
Until they got there.
I'm sure he pre-gamed.
So Jeannie and I, we parked and we went to Jackson Terminal.
Okay.
So we walked into this wedding. There's a wedding going on, so we're like, oh, this must be
Must
it.
be the race.
Gotta be it. Everybody's dressed up. They're having a wedding.
I mean, what are the odds that
Yeah.
two groups of people are going to get married within 50 feet of each other
Yeah,
at two
Two
different
different
venues?
wedding
Yes.
venues. I mean, seriously.
Anywhere in the month of July.
It was. But so we walk in there, and my first take was, this does not look like it should be Chad and Aaron's wedding. This looks like a different wedding. And then Jenny immediately, she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom and fix my makeup because, in the car, I kept hitting the stoplight and nothing was working. So she's like, I gotta go fix my makeup, get us a drink or whatever.
Left this man unsupervised.
To go
Correct.
get drinks?
Correct.
Well, she comes out. Well, then Joel, who owns Poor Tap Room, him and Mariah,
Yeah.
Joel's in there. So I'm thinking, this has got to be the right wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm like waving Joel, but I'm still like, where's the rest of the people that I think I should probably know at this wedding? Like, I would think there's somebody else in the beer community or a musician, somebody. So then Jenny comes out, she's like, all right, did you get us a drink? I was like, I don't know what's happening. And then Joel walks over, he's like, what are you guys doing here? I was like, oh, no, we're here for Chad and Aaron's wedding. He's like,
Not, I hear you not.
She's like, you're getting married
Over
down
there.
the street. I was like, shit.
Oh, no.
So we had to, now Jenny's looking at me, she's like, how did you get this wrong? I'm like, it's the same company. They own both. She's like, but it says on the invitation. I was like, well, you didn't read the invitation. She's like, that was your job. And I was like, okay. So we run down to the wedding. We get in there right when y'all are doing like your first
We're having
dance.
the first dance. Everybody's like
We
quiet.
come in and
watching
it's
us.
dead silent, packed.
The entire wedding is over at this point. This is the reception
Well, it
when
was
they're doing the first
That's
dance.
the whole thing. It was just the
It was just a
reception.
reception.
It was, yeah.
Oh, we didn't miss the wedding.
Yeah.
That works. So we walk in, and they're doing like their dance at the reception. Everybody's at tables, dead silence. And Jenny and I, just like, the doors was like, we just froze at the door.
It's like a Western when the weird guy walks in and all the music stops and all the heads turn.
Yeah. It was like, so we're standing there. So they get done, and so it was before the food started, which, by the way, you had Chris's favorite food truck that
That's
night.
your favorite truck? Dia Day?
Diet, yes.
Oh,
I
man.
love Diet.
They catered the whole thing. It was
That's awesome.
unreal.
Yeah.
I will eat everything off of that truck.
Yeah.
All the time.
We were the first wedding they did.
Oh, really?
So,
Well, you know what? The other thing that's great about that is the guy that cooks on that truck was the head chef out at Elkmont.
yeah.
Right before they closed, before Yeehaw took that over. But and me and him had talked many times when I went out there because their food was always just on point. And so when they closed everything and he left, he's like, I'm doing a food truck. So I was like, all right, well, we're going to support you. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Like, if you guys ever want to go eat this food, it is now a permanent location over on South River at the garage. And they do a brunch menu, they do all that, but it's mostly like a Hispanic flair food.
It's New Mexico
Like,
food.
yeah, I don't know that I would say it's Mexican food, but it's got a flair to it.
Yes.
He makes his own chorizo.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing on that truck, he does a chorizo gyro
Yeah, that's incredible.
with his homemade tzatziki sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I literally would wear that as a lotion. It's so good. I just want to wash myself in it. It's so good. So the moral of the story is don't leave Alex unattended.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
there's that.
unsupervised.
So Jenny's like, all the tables are, there's a couple seats here and there. And she's like, do you see anybody you know? And I was like, honey, I know somebody at almost every table. There's either a musician, a comedian, a radio personality. I was like a beer person. I was like, and she's like, well, just pick one. And I was like, don't make me do that, because now.
Yeah,
we
because then it
finally-
looks like favoritism.
We sit down, we eat, we have a great time, and then you guys put on like one of the coolest weddings with all the. Gosh, I don't even remember. Like I know I was wearing a lot of neon.
There was a lot of neon.
Okay.
A lot of neon. It was
Yeah.
so cool. We did all this stuff. And I wore my favorite pair of shoes that night. This is the end of the story. We would date. Like I hadn't danced in a long time. And this was after I tore my Achilles.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So Jenny's like, oh,
So what he was doing looked like dancing, but it was just him hobbling around on the floor.
she made me dance, and knowing that I was 6 months out of tearing my Achilles. And I wore my favorite pair, like these expensive Italian shoes. I was like, I barely ever brought them out. And I was like, this is the night. I'm wearing them.
This is it.
Doing it.
So we dance, have a great time. I don't even notice that I broke my shoes.
Yeah.
So we're walking. We're gonna have to do this. We're
Yeah.
walking down the street back to our car, and like that was a great show. And I'm walking like we thought it was my Achilles. We didn't realize my entire heel was gone. So I'm walking like this all the way home, and we thought it was my Achilles.
You're not
Yeah.
injured. You just broke your favorite
Do you
shoe.
think
We got home, and one shoe was just flat, and the other one had my nice.
somebody kept it as a souvenir that night?
It's gotta be.
One specific person kept it as a souvenir. He wanted the socks, but he could only
You can
find
only
the
get
heel
the
of his
sole.
shoe.
I was going to bring you a new pair of socks for you to wear. And then I would take a cut off.
I know Chad, the sock boy, all the time.
It's been Chad the entire time.
Now he's got my heel in a glass case. He's got the date of the wedding.
Figured
He's
out
like,
my plan.
Oh, it's like an episode of Maury.
Yeah.
It's Sock Boy.
That's why you quit buying. It's like I got what I needed.
That's all I
wanted
needed.
the heel. So yeah, that was.
You know, it'd be awesome though, is if he just whipped that out of his pocket right now. He's like, "Can I get that signed now?" It really needs to be an autographed
was telling
copy of the
Kayla.
heel.
Still Kale and Aaron inside. I was like, I've still got the shoes. And Jenny's like, why do you still have these shoes? You can't even
It's
wear
a
them.
memory.
It's like one day I'm gonna go into a pawn shop and something. It's just gonna be a heel. I'll be like, here it is. I'm buying it back.
Yep.
All right, anybody need beer? I'm gonna
Before he
make a beer
became
run.
big,
I need beer.
Okay, I can't even carry that thing. I'm out of shape.
he can.
What do you want?
He can.
So strong.
He's carried bigger ones.
Yes.
That's what she said.
At our wedding, funny enough.
This will be.
I'll have an Earl Grey also.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is gonna be easy for me to remember.
Yeah. Chad changing up. He needs more alcohol in his life.
I guess so.
And he was all this talk about tea. Chad's like, I need tea.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask, does your wife like beer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have to ask, does your wife like that you're in a band?
That's how we met. So,
Yeah?
Yeah.
She was in the audience? Or was she actually a better bass player?
Yeah, well, she might be a better bass player. No, she was at the show. It was in Greenville, South Carolina.
Nice.
We met at the merch table
Oh,
after the
what a
show.
magical moment.
Yeah. It was good.
I love it.
Yeah, Kayla, I think, is falling for somebody from Happy Landing. Or no, it was me. It was me. I fell in love with a guy from Happy Landing at the merch table, and I got to meet him. So Happy Landing is, I don't know if you've heard of them. They opened for Judah and the Lion here in Knoxville.
Gotcha.
and they came back a couple of weeks ago, last Thursday. We went and saw them. They did such a great show, and I fell in love with their fiddle player. Kayla calls him the violinist all the time. I'm like, no. You don't play a violin the way this guy plays a violin. I have never, your lead guitarist is usually your frontman or the singer. Like they're out there with the stance and this guy is the lead guy on a fiddle. He burns more energy in one song than most bands burn on a night.
Yeah.
Like this guy is everywhere, and he just saws on that fiddle. Kayla's like, we were 2 minutes into the first song, and strands of his bow were everywhere, and she's just like, did you see that? And I was like, yeah, that's why he's got a second bow hanging there.
Yeah.
But this guy does it with so much passion that it does bring tears to your eyes. He is in love with the music he's playing. He's in love with the instrument he's playing.
It's important.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody show that much love for what they're doing. And it's inspiring to see that. And I'm just like, and he's hilarious, but this guy, I've never seen that kind of energy out of anybody. I don't know how he does this on a regular basis. We are still talking about Alex masturbating. It does bring me joy to watch him. He does it with such passion, such energy. I don't know. Alex wanted to chime in on it. No, it's again the fiddle player from Happy Landing. His name's Sean? No,
Hey, Sean.
Andrew. It's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
It's Andrew. Shout out to Happy Landing. Not Happy Ending. Stop, Alex. Happy Landing.
What is happening? What did I miss?
They're a band. They opened for June in the Line.
When you play that you have to have that love and that passion behind it.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a difference in just playing to play as opposed to.
Yeah, you can't just play to play because people bought tickets. It's like they're there. That's the best night of their month, week, year. I don't know, whatever. First show they've ever seen ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to be a rock and roll show. Got to do it right.
That's gotta be a fun moment though, hearing the ones that come up and say, "This is my first."
Oh, it's so cool. Like kids will come to the shows. It's
Yeah.
like their first show ever, and they're gonna remember that forever.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
You're that for them for a quarter. That's just, what an honor.
I
You
love
have to, I
it.
guess, put 100%.
So you have to keep that perspective every night.
Yeah.
Even on a Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah.
Just do it for
We
real.
need to teach Alex that perspective when he gets up to do comedy, that this may be their first time he even seeing stand-up.
Just roasting you. Just got like a little piggy over a fire. That's what he's doing.
But no, I was just amazed at this guy. I'd never seen anybody do that. And I've got bands that I love, and they do great shows and do great songs. This guy didn't have to sing. This guy just did his job and did it the best that he knows how with all the energy and passion. And I really respect that. I love passion in anything somebody does. You know they're brewing a great beer of passion. When they're doing great karaoke, even if they're a terrible singer, if they're doing it with passion, I'm like, I'm
Then that's
down for
perfect.
that. It's
Yeah.
terrible. And that's why I love when I do karaoke so much. It's always passion and it's always terrible.
It's always terrible.
But I record myself just to see my own passion. Just kidding. But I do love that when you put passion forward that. But I guess in the music industry, it's such an art. It really is an art. It's a creative industry. You've got to put that out there. And you had to have loved it from the beginning. The moment you started playing the bass, you had to fall in love with that so much that you go, I want to do this forever.
Yep. You have to do that.
Yeah.
You have to love what you do.
You play a mean guitar though.
Well, okay, yeah. So story time, I guess.
Yeah.
I got my first real guitar in like 1992, and like it was too big for me or whatever. It was a full-size guitar, not one of those little toy things. And took lessons for a while and kind of quit playing, got discouraged. But I picked it back up in 7th or 8th grade. I'm like, I'm gonna have a band. I'm gonna do that because music means a lot to me. I'm gonna do it. And I did. I had bands in middle school and high school and college and just kept playing. Ended up in Knoxville and I played how did this work out? I recorded a record with two of the guys from Seven Dust, and I didn't have a band. It was just me and the other person in the band and the other singer. And we got all this feedback like, hey, when you're doing shows, oh, we're not doing shows. We don't have a band. So I hired another band from Knoxville to be my band
Nice.
to do some shows.
Okay.
And then they pulled me into their band when they got an opening gig for 10 years.
Oh.
So that's how I got the connection with 10 years, right? I'm
Okay.
touring guitar player with this guy, with this band over here.
Gotcha.
Luminoth. And yeah, that's when I really like understood what it meant to tour.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is definitely what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I did whatever it took to make that happen. And you mentioned Brave the Royals at the top of this, right?
Oh, yeah, right off the bat.
Yeah. So hello. So that's Brian's other project,
Okay.
right?
Driving a bus?
Yeah, driving the Brave the Royals bus. No, I'm the bus driver. Oh man, I do. I drive a lot of the bus. We don't hire a driver for 10 years. We all just take turns driving the bus. So I literally am the bus driver.
Literally the best friend.
See, it's the same way.
It's also a fallback career.
We all took turns driving the cruise. We didn't have a bus, right?
Yeah, take turns with the cruise, man.
is gone.
But yeah, Brian asked me to. He recorded one of my band's records, and he asked me to be the bass player for Brave the Royals. So he was trying to get that off the ground. And I was like, dude, you understand that you just played the bass on my record. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a bass player.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So I went home, and I sold an amp, and I sold a guitar, and I bought a bass, and I bought a bass amp. And yeah.
You hadn't played bass?
No.
Wow, you're dropping 2 full chords.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
Okay, so that's
It was a big ask, but it was really cool. It was neat to look at songs from the other side of the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
almost outside of the drummer. You're the rhythm keeper, and sometimes the rhythm setter. Like if you don't have a drummer or you want to even change it,
Yeah.
that's your job now.
Yep. Well, and so the people that are in 10 years right now, it's a great lineup. I think they've settled on a really cool group of people, crew, and everything. But you mentioned the rhythm section. Me and the drummer, we are just the hired musicians in the band. We don't write, but we do tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to be tight. We got to
Yeah.
be right. It's
Have
gotta-
to.
Yep.
Well, the moment your rhythm is off, the whole song is off. And
No pressure.
you
Yeah.
No
well,
pressure.
but you could be terrible at vocals, and the audience doesn't care.
Right.
As long as the melody is there somewhat, they don't care. But if the rhythm is off, they're going to notice that quicker than any part of the music.
Yep. You notice when I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I love? It's cool since you started with 10 years. No one knew for this many years and seeing you before that.
Yeah.
So I started every day I would like go on social media and pull up 10 years and watch. And he's always just so happy. I
Oh
was
man,
like,
you
he's
can't,
always
you
happy.
couldn't like stop the smile on my face. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're playing an angry song. Be mad. Like, I'm not mad. I'm sorry. I'm having a great time.
I'm literally doing my favorite thing in the world.
It's like he's playing in front of like 20,000 people in Europe, just the Mohawks. He's happy.
Yes.
I was like, there's no way he's not liking that.
That's
You know?
a question. Have you had a favorite venue to play at, or a favorite country, or a favorite just anywhere in particular that the crowd was just very memorable in?
Bull feathers, Knoxville.
Oh yeah, man. I did this karaoke spot at Bullpit. No.
I don't even like to go there for
I know they're
karaoke.
all unique in their own way, but anything that in your just career that you've said that is just a very definitive moment of being a little extra special.
Yeah, there's a couple venues around the country that are really cool to me. The Knitting Factory in Spokane, Washington is pretty cool.
Okay.
They have one in Boise, Idaho too. Really neat. They're cool because they treat bands like they're professionals.
Okay.
So that's always
That
a good
makes a
thing.
difference.
Yeah, it really does. So even locals on the band
Yeah.
or on the gig, whatever, just they treat you like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I got to experience that from the Luminoth tour.
Okay.
and as the headliner in 10 years when we went back there, and it was the same. It was really good. Other venues, smaller venues like the Machine Shop or the Black Sheep,
Yeah.
those are
Do
always
you like
great.
the small ones still?
Yeah. Small is great. Festivals are cool,
Yep.
whatever, but the people are so far away. You
Yes.
can't
Yeah.
really see them. It's
And
just-
it's really about connecting with that audience.
Yeah. So the small venues, the little sweat boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best ones. Yes.
Is there a band that you would like to open that you'd be willing to open for? Because at this stage, you don't have to open.
Right.
But is there one that you'd like? Okay, if they asked us to open for them, that is something I'd consider.
Well, I mean, you know, the Seethers and the Breaking Bends are always good to go out with.
Yeah.
Right. I had a personal moment over New Year's when we got to open for Seven Dust.
Okay.
Nice. Which you already had
We did
previous relationship with?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we did 4 shows with them, and it was kind of full circle moment.
is
And
kind of-
like I got to talk to Clint and be like, "Hey man, thank you for
Yeah.
for this.
absolutely.
Like, I get to be here because of that." Yeah, so that was good. We get asked this question a lot in meet and greets, like, "What's your ideal tour?"
Yeah.
And I know I've not been in 10 years the whole time, but I am the same age as these people.
Okay.
Right.
So I have the same answer. It's like, well, I grew up with the, you know, the Deftones and the Incubus and the Rage and the Nine Inch Nails,
Okay.
and like,
House of
do that.
Yeah.
House of Chains.
Do that. That.
Big
You
Head
do House
Todd.
of Chains. You gotta fly me.
Yeah.
I'll drive. I'll drive.
We've been
I'll
on
go buy the
festivals with
cruise
them.
sack and drive it there. So,
No, we can.
you need a comedian to open the show.
No.
Just,
Yeah.
just as a.
MC
I won't even make a
to
joke. I'll
make
Just
an
soft
announcement.
boy.
I'll
Just
just come out
soft
with like
before
in
it.
threes and be like,
Can you guys do a Doors cover just so Alex could sing one time on the stage? If Alex could do anything on a professional level singing, it would only be the Doors.
It would only be the Doors.
It would only be the Doors. But he does a decent Jim
fair.
Morrison. I will give him
No
that.
Rascal Flatts.
Oh, it was so funny.
why do you think I'm growing this?
I know.
I'm just trying to get away from it.
When she
I do
started-
this just in like Raleigh. It's not even Raleigh. Nobody even knows what this is. They're like, why do you shave that? I'm like,
She'd start getting comfortable with him when we all kind of first started hanging out. And we told her that Life of the Highway was by Alex.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, really? Just
Because she was listening to the Cars soundtrack on Disney, so she heard that, and I was like, "Oh,
Show him.
that's Uncle Alex." And she's like, "What?"
I'm more famous than I thought I was.
yeah.
Actually, my favorite story about that, me and Alex went out to Press Pub one night,
Oh, that was pretty fun.
and there was a band, and they were doing Rascal Flatts covers up there, and they were talking all about it and everything. Well, look, they get done, they're taking their break for their
Did you
set.
tell them how young they were? They were like,
Oh, yeah,
like 19, 20.
Yeah, they were really young, but
Oh,
they,
man.
they were doing a good job. But the lead singer comes off the stage, and I was like, watch this, Alex. Alex is like, what are you doing? I walked over and met the guy up there, and I was like, hey, you did a great job tonight. I wanted you to know we really appreciate you doing our music. And he's
Yeah,
like,
Gary over here is real
he's
happy
like,
about
what?
it.
He's like, what? And I was like, so I'm the manager for Gary from Rascal Flatts, and he's sitting right over here.
I didn't know.
Alex had no idea
I didn't know he was doing this.
of anything that I was doing, but I bring that kid to our table, and that kid is falling over himself because he thinks it's Gary.
I'm like,
And we're telling stories, and he really is. He's telling Alex about his hometown where he lives, and he's like, oh yeah, I live right near there, and blah blah blah, and he's going fanboying out on Alex, who's not Gary.
Not Gary at all.
And we were this close to get that kid to buy us a round of beers, andAlex let it go. He's like, no, I'm not really. I was like, dude, wait until after the beers.
You should have told me that's what was happening.
So dude wasn't too far off. Andy Wood lives here. He plays lead for Rascal Flatts.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Should I go
The
on
more
tour
you
with
know.
him?
You
Yeah.
should go on tour with
There
him.
you go.
Do comedy and music.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather go back with Tebow. Like, I'd rather lose weight and get back and good one.
Yeah,
You-
no,
I think you're too late to get back to your Tebow days, Alex. You might be able to get to your fit Alec Baldwin days,
I'm
but
gonna have to go back to Alabama.
you might be able to get back to Alec
I'll go
Baldwin.
back to him.
Honestly, I'm kind of digging the look you got right now. Looks
You're
good.
doing great.
I'll get Pat McAfee now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's like,
It's not Pat McAfee for me, but
One day I'd like to be myself. That'd be cool.
Maybe just be Alex.
that
My
dude
comedy
looks
career-
just like Alex Stokes.
Yes.
My comedy
Yes.
career is
That'll
so
be the
off.
moment when somebody
And I'm
says you look like
never
Alex
myself.
Stokes. Yep. I like it.
yeah. But it is growing that joke. So he's got a joke about how he looked like Tim Tebow and
Oh,
goes
yeah.
through all the stage. But now he's got Pat McAfee and some Joey
Oh, I
Fatone.
know.
I think he looks more like Joey Fatone than anybody right
God,
now.
you brought that one out. I've got that like 4 times.
Yeah.
Joey's talented, and he's at least on a Comic-Con circuit. I got to see him at,
that my
at Fan,
goal?
I got to see
Get
him
on
at
a Comic-Con.
Fanboy. I got to see him at Fanboy a couple of years ago. So
I had Comic-Con
you got
before I
hope.
even got famous. That's how.
You're at Comic-Con before you're at Comic-Con.
So anyways, I know you guys tour with a lot of bands.
Yeah.
Who's the favorite one that you've toured with? I know you toured with Cedar and Seven Dust and a lot of, you've gone with a lot of different bands. Who's your,
Are you allowed?
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot because
Oh, that's a tough question. Like, yeah, because, you know, some of the bands we bring out on our headline tours that open for us, it's like some obscure stuff maybe. Those people become really good friends.
Yes.
Right? There's a band out of Colorado called In the Whale. 2 dudes.
Okay.
They've got my attention right now.
I got a band to
They're really
refer to you.
well,
In the Whale.
Like, is it
They're-
as the whale, like a wah, or the W-I?
'Cause they wail?
No, it's like you're like
Or like whaling.
the whale.
Okay.
I got a band to refer to you. We heard them open for Happy Landing, and they're a Knoxville band.
I'm not happy.
And we were so impressed with these guys.
This is going to be like his Guinness kick for a while, where he, anytime Happy Landing gets brought up, it's going to be
I got in the well. I'm following it now.
Oh, look at that. That's them.
So I'm not going to recommend this band. I'm going to let Kayla
No,
recommend this band.
I don't actually remember the name. Oh no, you can do this one. 'Cause, yeah, I'll tell that story off. Yeah.
Off camera.
So they opened, and there was
Plugging Andrew.
there was no there was 2 other bands that opened for Happy Landing, and Happy Landing opened for Judy and the Lion, and we went to see Happy Landing. But I always like going to these concerts because sometimes I end up falling in love
Do you need
with the
anything?
openers.
Anybody need anything?
I'm all good, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome, Alex.
And honestly, I can't think of the name. His last name.
Yeah.
Kayla, you're gonna have to help me with the band now. I just forgot.
Connor Kelly,
Connor Kelly. That's it. Doesn't get Connor Kelly
whatever that is.
and the Time Warp.
Okay.
This kid's voice. So it's the lead singer and his brother. The brother is the lead guitarist, and then he's the lead vocalist, and then they do great. But so there was one band from Nashville that opened, then Connor Kelly and the Time Warp, and then Happy Landing. Connor Kelly and the Time Warp are from Knoxville, 22-year brothers, and this guy sounds like somewhere between Eddie Vedder and STP.
Okay.
And his puberty was good to this kid's voice. He sounds so great, and they have a great look. But every song they did, and they're on Spotify. They've got kind of I think they're called funk rock, but they did some solid rock, and then they also did some mild stuff. But I haven't been so impressed with a new vocalist like this kid. Like I said, puberty was good to him. God gave him a great voice, but he had the high scream notes. He had a solid falsetto, and then he just had this mellow tone,
That's
STP style mellow tone, and the crowd fell in love with him. So they were really good. I was really impressed with them. So again, if you want to give a local band a good opener, if you're back in Knoxville anytime, they would be somebody interesting to reach out to open for, but they're really good.
We just did Knoxville in December. We had our fan summit. We did 2 shows, an acoustic one at the open chord, and then the full shebang at the concourse.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, we sold both of them out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, it was
I'd
awesome.
love to go to Open. It looks
Yeah,
so
we've talked
cool,
about
but
it several
they host
times.
some great shows
Yeah.
there.
I also like that they have beer
Yeah.
because I like beer and I like music.
They're another venue that treats even the beginning local acts just like they're professionals.
You know, that
It's
is
great.
that is really important because I went out with Alex and we've done shows and I've either emceed or even done some stand up with him. One of my favorite shows is a place called Halo Bar in Bulls Gap. They had a green room
Yeah.
and they put us in it, had a fridge in it, and they said, help yourselves, enjoy the beer, ask us if we need anything else, put all the comedians back there. And it really felt like we were being treated special. And it wasn't a huge room, like it wasn't,
No, and it doesn't have to be.
yeah,
Just
a couple of couches and a
recognizing
fridge
that
full
you're
of
a
alcohol,
professional.
and we all had, and it was right behind the stage, so we could all come out, do our set, right back to the green
Nice.
room.
It's
And
more
it,
than saying you're just the guest.
right.
yeah, it
It's that
really
extra
was more
step.
than that, and we were taking pictures back there. It just felt like you were really being respected for what you're putting in. And
Yep.
so, yeah, it does really make a difference of, even if it's the smallest venue in the world or the largest stage, just getting a little respect from the venue. You're gonna get that from the fans. You're gonna get that. They paid to be there.
Right.
But the venue itself going, hey,
We don't get to be here without you.
Yes.
we appreciate it. So,
Now I have to ask, because I do typically ask most of our guests this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing crazy.
I bet it
you know,
is.
we all,
No, he's seen the show.
We're relating to the craft beer. What's a good cheap beer, domestic beer that you go for?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for craft beer, like what? Okay, that's my first one. What's an easy go-to? And then what was your first beer?
Oh, good questions. So,
I mean, it is a podcast about beer and comedy.
Try.
yeah.
Try.
So I'll answer it in reverse order.
Okay.
First beer. Guinness callback.
Oh no.
Yes, that's my dude.
That's hilarious, right?
You guys do.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that.
How fitting, by the way, that this
Right.
is the podcast before St. Patrick's
Yeah.
Day.
What birthday's St. Patrick's Day?
His birthday is St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day.
Yay!
It's a good thing.
I can't wait to drink for your birthday.
Thanks, man. Everybody
He's been drinking all
celebrates.
month for your birthday.
Yeah. Come on. So, the other answer is depends on what part of the country I'm in, I guess.
Ooh, I like that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have Rainier beer if I'm anywhere in the Northwest.
Okay.
Just because
I-
Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seattle, whatever. But lately it's been Montucky Cold Snacks.
Oh.
It is a great one. I introduced her to that one a couple of years
Yep.
ago. And
Yep.
it is
Crisp, cheap. Kroger has it now.
And
Awesome.
For those of you that don't know Montucky Cold Snack, it comes in 16-ounce cans. It's like a Narragansett High Neighbor,
Yeah.
right in that vein. It is a smooth, easy, crushable lager, and relatively inexpensive, and they're everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like they're getting
They
good
had 12-ounce
distribution.
cans at Kroger, and
Oh, really?
it was like
What?
Yeah,
I
it was,
haven't even seen
I
12-ounce
found out with
cans.
Narragansett, remember?
Well, I knew
Narragansett had it.
I knew
didn't know
Gansett
this.
did 12-ounce cans, but
Yep.
I've never seen a Montucky 12-ounce.
Dollar beer.
Nice.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, Cold Snack is a great one.
I like it.
But that's your go-to craft if you're out at a store, right? Not your go-to craft when you're going to a brewery, obviously.
Go to cheap beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I found, actually, I had a moment. So typically mine's PBR. Not my first one.
I love a PBR.
I love a
I was gonna say
PBR.
PBR, but I didn't because I already said Rainier about the Northwest.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of that way.
It's about the same.
If I'm up to see my family in New York, I go for Molson Canadian. That's
Yeah.
my go. And I love Labatt, but I can get it down here. But Molson Canadian,
Molson
I can't
you can only
past
get
the
up there.
Kentucky. Yes,
Yep.
exactly. So that's a go-to. But recently, I had bought a 12-pack of Narragansett. And, I love that one. I can go for that.
She didn't realize how much she had loved it.
Narragansett.
Oh, yeah. She didn't realize how much she loved that because we've had it several times. So, again, a
But
good,
to
cheap,
have it
easy.
just as an easy, just at home.
Well, she was drinking Gansets, and we're having them, and then we ran out of Gansets. So we had some PBR in there, and she switched PBR, and she's
Oh.
like, oh, this is a great switch. I love PBR too. And then she's like, oh my God,
It's horrible.
PBR on the back of a Gansett is terrible.
Not a good combo.
Ours
Yeah.
side scores paid me.
That's right. That's right.
That's a rate.
PBR?
That's a rate. You get
Yeah,
two.
you're welcome.
Pass.
Free.
Pass.
Crazy? It's like $2.
Yeah.
In this economy?
And we got a free piece of Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, you got some Caesars. Yep.
Oh. That's a
And we gave them $2.
Yeah, you paid the, so you bought your pizza and beer.
Yeah, one beer and a piece of pizza.
Oh my
You're in a
God.
slice.
Well, I would guess Chad was getting paid more than you. He probably got 2 slices and 2 PBRs.
Hence the falling over
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, your professionalism shows.
They gave him a pack of
Wanna be
uncooked ramen.
musicians who have no talent.
They gave you
We just don't have any talent. We can't play anything.
They gave
so
you-
it's like, well, I guess we're just going to talk.
We're gonna talk now.
They gave you a pack of uncooked ramen and said, figure it out.
Yeah.
So, screw it.
We got a hose in the back and a bowl.
I would have taken
Dog bowl.
Yes, no, you're fine.
You're not allowed to leave the show.
I'm leaving the show.
We don't have much longer left. So.
No.
Oh, man.
By the way, come to other Crafty tonight, Crafty West.
Crafty West.
Open mic, yeah.
We need to go out to the Crafty Baker.
I was just talking to
Baker Creek.
the manager out there.
Yep.
And, he was telling me they're packed. So I'm
They were
excited.
doing well. We
Wants
went
us to
out.
come out there and do. They've got a basement.
Yes.
Oh, I've walked that entire building.
It's
They
beautiful.
want to put us in the basement. So,
Yeah.
But they
They're like, get in the basement.
get in the basement. No, but they're
You
also
do the comedy or else you get the hose again.
Stay here. We're going to be a game of Saw after a while.
Well, I also told me that, once a month they do this. They have like an author or a professor, like speaking thing.
Yeah.
They come out, and I was like, I teach one of the dumbest classes at UT,
Oh.
and I've written 7 of the dumbest books you've ever read. So I was like,
I didn't know
That's
if
a
you were.
great idea, though.
I didn't know if he was volunteer for a spoken word night.
This is a good idea.
God.
No. Well, talking about the silence that you had experienced going into his wedding, I was like, ooh, it's like open mic.
I should make the open mic tonight spoken word, like right at
Plot
and
twist.
just
No. We
Tomato,
want to keep it going. We want to keep this open mic going. So let's not kill it. Let's not kill it.
Like, do not go back
Hey,
there.
I know you guys all prepared material, but instead tonight it's spoken word. So
Do not go
tell
back.
everybody how horrible your life is in 4,000 words.
Yes.
And then extend it another 40,000.
Yes.
That's
And then pull out a piece of paper and read your driver's license.
Correct.
And then,
Yes.
Social's a bonus. You get a
Yeah.
free beer if you read your social. Free beer on yourself because I'm going to steal everything.
that was one of the hardest 30 minutes of my entire life.
That was the quickest I think I got.
I will say the last 15 was pretty solid comedy though.
I think it was the last.
That's why we had to leave.
It felt like 15 minutes, but I really genuinely think it was just 5 minutes.
Yeah, was it just 5 minutes we went?
I could
there?
actually go back in our best.
We should ask Chad if he's ever been to this.
I left you unsupervised. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You ever
Correct.
been to a spoken word?
Open mic. Yeah. Yes.
Have you ever been to
Was
the one that
was it back in
We'll
your
talk-
dark
we'll
days when
say
you were
off
thinking
air.
about suicide? Because
Oh, man.
I think that's where
no.
we're at with it.
Oh
No. We'll tell the story off camera again because we've already discussed it.
Yeah, we've already spent our time
But
bashing.
we are last
Um,
down to the last 4 minutes.
We are.
4 minutes.
I know.
All right, so what do you got? Your tour coming up. Starts in May, right?
Oh yeah, we've got a few things. I think we're going back to Wisconsin.
He's going to spoken word now.
Oh god.
Don't get murdered.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Dude, we have been
every,
playing. Got a Wisconsin.
Every
Oh,
yeah, but every
obviously.
every Netflix murder special is in Wisconsin.
I know.
Every one of them.
I know. Kenosha. Yeah.
Oh
Kenosha, you know.
You
no.
know.
They're killing it there.
You betcha.
Oh, they are killing it.
Yeah, we
there.
are killing it in Wisconsin. Oh man.
Thanks, Wisconsin. Bye.
Oh,
no,
I can't say.
no. What I need you to do is bring home some new Glarus while you're there.
Oh, God.
So I had. Oh yeah, but the spotted cow. That's not the new Glarus you want.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's probably the one you want, but they have a. I didn't take a picture of it. You can look it up on their on Untapped. There we go. Another plug.
That's good.
I forget the name of it. It's a pale ale, but it's very malty. It's really good.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I've had it too. Christy White, who used to be the
Yeah.
manager out at Geezer's.
Caesars. Yep.
She used to bring that in.
We had that on
I-
our show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, I know I had the spotted cow on it.
Yeah, Spotted Cow is still my favorite, but they've got, well, New Glarus is, they know what they're doing. They make great beer, and they don't distribute.
We got
It's
dates.
so much better
Yes,
than my
it is.
schedule.
We got dates, man. We got May 1st. Yeah, we're going back to Wisconsin on May 4th. There's a festival.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
You'll be in another state, thanks.
Yeah. Come see us. We traveled there. You can too.
I can't.
Oh man. So yeah, we're doing some stuff in May, doing some stuff in June, and have some stuff out in July also. There's new.
Well, we have got an international audience. We're everywhere, so if you want to plug those and tell them to come out and see you, that you can do that.
Going
Nothing
to Asia
local?
anytime soon.
No, we've got a lot of American
We had 2
audiences.
million views in November.
But I will say, Yemen is number 4 on our list of countries that
Yemen.
love us. You going to Yemen anytime soon?
No, we
but-
did go to Romania, and our bus broke down in Romania. Oh, there's a whole story about that.
Oh,
I'll do it real quick. We lost our trailer.
We can extend
we can go over the
Yeah,
top.
we're good.
So we one of the biggest shows of that Europe tour. We're opening for 3 Days Grace. It was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be a great band to see with you.
We were playing this like old Coliseum looking thing. There's like 7,000 people. It's like, what are we doing here? We came out to Game of Thrones. It was so good. Yeah.
Nice.
Played our show. We're all like up here. We're like, yes, this is great. And we go back and get our little Sprinter. 9 dudes in the Sprinter van.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're in Europe. You're in Romania. Uh-oh. What's that noise the engine's making?
Oh no.
And we're on the side of the road. And it's the middle of nowhere.
I would have thought about Jeepers Creepers.
Oh man, it's so bad. We're literally next to Transylvania, right? So Dracula's gonna come out of the darkness and come find us. And
Yeah, but then you get to live forever
yeah,
as a rock band.
in Romania.
Pretty sure they did a movie about that, but Vampire Lestat had a band. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
But
Is this how your brother wants to go out?
right,
Right?
You're going to go from 10 years to 1,000 years.
yeah, right. 1 million years.
Go ahead.
Well, to make it like sort of short, we finally get a tow truck and they take us to a hotel, the other direction. We're trying to
Oh
go.
no.
And then they
To
take
Ukraine? 'Cause that's where Romania is right next to
I know. Trust me. I'm like,
I
oh
already
man,
knew
this,
that.
yo, buddy,
It's like-
we're as far this way as I want to go right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So got to a hotel, tow truck guy leaves. And then we have to get from where we are, Bucharest,
Yeah.
to the Czech Republic the next day to play a show.
Oh.
Right.
It's
Because,
like Prague.
well, we did play Prague. Prague was amazing. Prague was amazing. I love Prague. So much Prague.
I'm
Yeah.
joining you, man.
Yeah.
You're just the roadie, the hobbling
I don't
roadie.
care.
That's fine. Just come on the bus. Be our driver, man.
I'll
Let's
plug
go.
everybody.
No, you don't want him to drive. I've ridden with him.
I'll drive. I don't care.
This is like planes, trains, and automobiles. guys.
Yeah.
What we did was we got an Uber from the hotel to the airport in Romania, took a short flight to Vienna, Austria, and then took another Uber, which was so frightening because it was a Prius and there was 4 dudes plus the driver and all of our bags because our crew and everybody got to go on down the road with 3 Days Grace. So we just stayed with the
You're like,
van to
"This is
figure it out.
fine."
Yeah, it was fine. And then, man, so then we're driving. I mean, I sat up front and we're driving. Like, it's almost 100 miles per hour. We
Oh my
were
God.
flying. But she got us there safely. It's good. Walked in the venue at the Czech Republic and we were like, hey guys, we're here. We can have a show. Our crew
And
already
3
had
Days
everything
Grace
set up.
is still behind you now.
No.
The rest of the team didn't show up
That
on
would be
time.
funny. But man, it's always something, right? Like the highest high of the tour and the lowest low in the same night.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, yeah.
It sounds so much more exciting than like my shows to like West Virginia, Kentucky.
Listen, man, the places you got to stop between here and those 2 places, you got to watch out.
I can imagine.
Correct.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of banjo music in Romania.
You know what the funny part about this? So Jenny, she's now going to watch this episode because she gave me the task. Now that she's finally working and doing better financially. We've always wanted to travel overseas.
Yeah.
Neither one of us have been. So I was like, hey, we're gonna try this Euro rail.
Yeah.
They've got a map. You can just hit buttons and go all these cities.
Do it.
Really?
All those that you were talking about, I was like Romania, and then I was like, oh, we're a little closer to Ukraine because I got a lot of Romanian friends in Gallup. They all work here.
Yeah.
Come here to work, and they're all like, oh, it's fine. Don't worry. Just don't walk over to the border or anything. You're good. I'm like, okay. But yeah, Vienna, Czech Republic, all that. But that's it, though.
I would want to go
Prague
just
is
like
like
drink
so
the
much.
beers in those countries. Like I want a Czech lager from the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Like I want to be in the Czech
I
Republic
can see
drinking
Chad
a
in the
Czech
front seat
lager.
of the Prius with his mug, just like, we gotta fill this up.
We gotta fill this up. I gotta
Stop
stop.
zooming 100 miles
Yeah.
an hour. Don't spill. Just
Find some pub somewhere. Let's go.
That was the move, though. Like, you find a little, like, you're done with sound check or whatever, take a walk.
Yeah.
Go find something neat to look
Yes.
at and, like, have what the local thing
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Okay, here's a weird question. Is the rest of the band, are they craft beer drinkers like you, or
I got
more?
I got two of them on board. Everybody else is like, nah,
Yeah, I know.
you guys can have
Okay.
that. It's
I
fine.
was curious about that.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they were.
So we'll frequently, like, okay, there's three of us, so, like, you go to that one, you go to that one, I'll go to this one.
Yeah.
Then we can get everything, we can share it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because we only have so many minutes
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
between sound check and show. And
Yeah.
then you're at the back of a different venue tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Restart the whole thing. Aw.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Has been.
I'm so happy
It's
for you.
it's been
That's,
it's been 10 years in the planning.
you've always, when we were talking about this before the show, I was like, he travels all over the world playing with one of the best bands. I mean, they're from Knoxville, but they're worldwide.
Yes.
And it's like unbelievable. Like I keep up with you all the time, and then he gets home, it's just same old chap.
Yep.
You know,
Doing my
until we
coffee.
turn the camera off, he's like, "What the hell was this stupid
This
show?"
is
we
the
just-"
punch.
I'm flipping the table,
No, I'm
pouring the
just
beer up. Like
I didn't ask to be
Let's
here.
go here.
Yeah, don't spill the beer.
But no, I'm so happy for you. I mean,
Thanks, man.
you're just a great guy. And you deserve everything that you've got.
Aw.
Appreciate that. Yeah. That's really cool. Thank you.
Good closing words, Alex.
Oh.
Alex, you have anything coming up though?
Alex's next coming up is
Yeah.
April 6th. It's been nailed down.
Iron Forge.
Iron Forge.
Tickets
It's going to be awesome.
Tickets are $25 for VIP, 15 for general admission, and
Always do VIP.
VIP is
Absolutely. For
almost
his
sold
shows,
out.
yes.
There's 96 VIP, 104 general admission. VIPs are almost gone.
Yeah.
And
At
you
that
get a
price,
beer with your
yeah.
VIP ticket.
Get a beer, you get to come to watch
And
our podcast.
some of the greatest beer. Like, and there's no limit. Like, you get a beer, but anything on their menu
yeah.
for that $25.
Yeah.
And some of the best beer you're going to find around.
Have you
It's-
been to Iron Forge yet?
I've not been to Iron Forge yet.
yeah. Yeah, they're
Sounds
really
like I'm
good.
going to Iron Forge.
Yeah, before you go on tour,
I'm not on tour. I just checked. I'm not on tour on April 6th.
Oh.
it's one of this brewery will blow you away.
Yeah.
It's a great one. Yes.
It's massive. It's beautiful. It's got liquor. It's got beer. It's got food. It's got enormous space. It's on the side of a river.
biggest
And
brewery.
the owners are the sweetest people ever. I couldn't say enough great
yeah.
things about these guys.
They're from Brazil.
They're
One best
yeah.
lager of the year, 6 years straight in South America.
Yeah.
All of South America.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're killing it out there, and they were nice enough to give Alex space. Just had to carve out a little bit in their massive brew house.
They ordered 200 chairs.
It's so big. It is so big in there they could land a plane. It is a massive place, but it's going to be great for Alex's comedy show. Where it's a ticketed event. If you do not get the tickets, you do not get to get in. So make sure you get your tickets. 25 for VIP, 15 for general admission. Go to Alex's page. He's got a link for it. You can go there to get the tickets. But make sure you get in on that because April 6th is going to be here before we know it. Like it's coming really fast.
Absolutely.
Oh, I gotta write jokes on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Better get on it. Well, hope you all have a great
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day weekend.
Yes.
Happy birthday to
Be
you.
safe out there, guys. It is St. Patty's. Again, I will say, if you're doing a pub crawl, make sure you have a driver or Uber, have money in your pocket.
Stay
for an Uber.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Please be
Kayla
safe.
learned that all too
Don't
well
drink Miller Lite.
earlier
do it.
this past week. Gotta stay hydrated. Be safe. Don't be stupid for St. Patty's Day. It's not always about the drinking, but most of it's about the drinking. And I'm gonna have so much Guinness. But guys, we appreciate you tuning
have
in.
87 of these and still be able to drive.
There you go.
Correct.
Just kidding.
Don't do it.
Well, what I generally do is I find a venue and I just camp at it and drink Guinness all day. That's usually my plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Guinness? Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, me and Chad are Guinness buddies, mainly because it's his birthday. I'm gonna drink Guinness for his birthday, not for even St. Patty's Day. I'm gonna have at least 2 beers and say, "Happy birthday, Chad." That's what I'm gonna say on that day. Yeah, I'll even record it. I'm gonna create a video and I'm gonna toast you.
Better
and
make
send
sure
it
he
to you.
does that.
I actually, I don't know.
She's gonna be like, I don't know if you should do that. He may not want that. And I'm like, no, it's his
should do
birthday,
it.
and he absolutely wants me to toast him
Yeah, you
with
should.
a Guinness. It's gonna
Totally.
happen.
Or I'll,
She's gonna lock that one in.
What day is?
It's
on
a Sunday.
Correct. Yeah.
It's this one.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
Now, most places are going to celebrate it all weekend. They will do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can find a good St. Patty's Day get together
shout out
on
to
any
Crafty.
of
They're
this.
doing their event on Sunday.
Yep.
Crafty's event is Sunday. I
Yep.
usually like to stop by the Crafty event
Yes.
to see what they're
I
doing.
think they said they're doing like a little
I'll be in
jig
Gallenberg.
event.
Yep.
Doing some St. Patrick's Day jig dancing and different
Yep.
things.
You know
Yeah.
where I'll be Sunday? I'll be at Shamrock's Irish Pub.
There you go.
It's owned by,
Romanians.
no. It's owned by a family from India. All the bartenders are from Romania.
Correct. Yes.
Aha.
Oh my
So it's
God.
gonna be
International.
traditional
It's gonna be an international
Romanian.
celebration.
They're all great friends, so we'll figure it out.
Cheers. You
Cilantro.
all- yeah.
Cilantro.
I don't have any beer, so
Cilantro.
I will not toast you guys. It's
Cilantro.
bad luck.
Cilantro.
But I will go around there and turn this off. So.
We will see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye bye.
We got a lot in on that one.
Didn't do it.
We're so
Get
close.
it? Yeah.